Thank you.
Okay. Now, today we'll continue what I shared morning one interview questions. So that particular thing I'm going to continue now. Okay, so let me share my screen. Can you go on mute? So this is what we started uh, yesterday, some continuation of the previous session. And unfortunately, the session was not recorded. So we'll continue today. So it was recorded the first one, and we'll start from the second one onwards. So what is the difference between account alias receipt and miscellaneous receipt? So this particular concept you can use, you can see, not you can use, you can see in the inventory management. So when you're doing inventory transactions, this is the one of the topics. So what exactly we're going to use when we are going to use this kind of things is, let's say you are using some old system, the business users like client, you wanted to move from old system to the cloud system, maybe legacy system to the cloud system. So that time, so when they wanted to bring any on hand quantity from old system to new system, we're going to use the miscellaneous receipt. Okay. So what could be the difference here is, when you use the miscellaneous receipt concept, so what is the catch here is, so whenever if we are using miscellaneous receipt, we no need to explicitly define this is the account. I mean to say we need to give the inventory account. So that is not mandatory to define before using this one. I mean to say account alias receipt, we can define it to avoid the what you call accounting issues. So we can define specific account. When I create this particular receipt, specifically system should hit only one account. Okay. So, but when you use miscellaneous receipt, the account is op, like account option is it is there in the user hand. I mean to say like user can select whichever accounts. So this is the one of the drawback. Like today I remember. Okay, let's say one scenario which we take. There are 100 users are there. Okay, so somebody doing the training, they said you have to take this particular account. But today he remember. Okay, he has given. Tomorrow he has given. After a couple of days, he forget what account I need to give. So that will be like a drawback. And when he's trying to create, he will take some wrong account, and then he will create the receipt. To overcome that, there is a account alias receipt. Receipt means bringing the on-hand quantity to the cloud. Okay. And the account alias receipt, when you select, you can decide which account should hit that, which account should hit when you are creating the account alias receipt. So that is the main advantage of this one as compared to miscellaneous receipt. That's why in practical environment, rather than using miscellaneous receipt, they're going to use the account alias receipt. So let me show quickly where these things will come in your day-to-day life. So go to application. So these are the scenario questions, business scenario questions recently in the one of the MNC asked, and I wanted to publish to the public. Now go back to supply chain execution. And if you go to inventory management, so I want to take, if you want to create the miscellaneous transaction. So let us take one of the inventory R. So I show the key difference here, then you can understand what I'm trying to say. So when I select the miscellaneous receipt, account is mandatory in the lines, but the thing is, system cannot give which account combination the user wanted to select. So let me show to you what I'm trying to say. Let us take Subinventory. Yeah, this account combination, when I open it, it will show completely blank. I mean to say you can choose whichever account. But when the system is giving this option, people start doing mistakes. So to avoid that, I to avoid that, the best solution is here to use the account alias receipt. Account alias receipt. Go back again. When you define in the configuration, when you select this, so system will have the source. It's nothing but account combination. Then whichever entries when you create, system always take this particular source and particular account. That is the way it is more advantage as compared to miscellaneous receipt. Right. So now we'll go back to another one. Okay. Now, what are the various ways to enter the cost for the item in the organization? So there are three ways we have. One is when you're creating the miscellaneous transaction, I can pass the cost through through that miscellaneous receipt or account alias receipt. So let me open that. See here, guys. When I select no, I need to select this one because it is not defined. So go to miscellaneous receipt. When you select no, provide the item, provide the quantity, search, and you can enter the cost here. See here, enter cost item, cost detail. So this is the one way. And another way is like through cost management. Means cost module is one of the module. So there you define the cost scenario and then add the item and then publish the cost. So for that we need to have costing setups are required. That is second option. Third option is through FBD also. We can bring back what cost which has to be applied to an item. Okay. So these are the three options we have. And now there is a scenario where I want to receive the items to specific sub-inventory and specific locator. Means usually like, FMCG companies or any company if you take, so there is a what? So let's say example, just layman example, you have a FMCG goods, FMCG store, like grocery stores. Okay. Whenever the truck will come, the truck contains all the material, like rice item. So a lot of things, whichever it is required for day-to-day life, and along with the required milk products also. So whenever any truck will come, once you unloaded that, whatever milk products we have, that we are going to keep into specific location, specific area of your inventory. That specific area is nothing but sub-inventory. The moment milk products will come, so it should not go to any other locator or other location. It has to go to only specific locator and specific location. How to restrict that? We can do the restriction through item parameters. So where we have that one? Let me show quickly here. Go to product management. Here manage items. Let us see T01. Let's take mobile 11G version. So I'm in the T010 is my master. Go to specifications. Under that, if you go to inventory, there is a provision called as restrict sub-inventory. When restrict sub-inventory is yes and restrict locator is yes, then I can I can receive this particular item into specific sub-inventory and specific locator. All right. So now let me show to you. Once you added this particular condition in the either inventory parameter, sorry, item parameters, you cannot update because on-hand quantities exist. That is fine. But let us take another one. Because creation of the things, a lot of time. Everybody knows how to create the items, right? I don't want to go that in depth. See here, guys. This let me keep yes. Let me keep yes. Please define. You can save. Okay, so we have some already on-hand quantities are there. So just see one more thing you remember. Whenever any item having on-hand quantity, if you want to suddenly change the parameters, system won't allow, guys. Please remember. Okay. So these are the parameters which decide to restrict. So once you have the parameters has been defined in the system for a specific item, then next step is you need to go to manage sub inventories and locators. So there we have an option to add your item to specific sub inventory. Manage sub inventory locators. Go to T011. So here manage item sub inventory. So here if you go here, you can add your item to specific sub inventory like this. Click on plus and then add it. Simple. Okay. Once we add that, since we have one more condition called as located, then you just go here and then add the locator. So this is a way we can restrict your items or you can safely receive to specific sub inventory and locator. Now that is the brief deep dive on the specific sub inventory and specific locator. And there is one more scenario where few of the item parameters will be controlled at the org level and few of the parameters control at master level. So do you have that provision in the cloud? Yes, we have. But some companies, some of the parameters like inventory parameters, they don't want to control at the org level. Sorry, they don't want to control at the master level. They want to control at the org level. What is master? Master organization is item organization. What is org means? Org is the inventory organization. When you want to define, when you want to do the transactions for your item, you must associate your item with the inventory organization. Okay, so how are you going to change the control system for some of the parameters? I want to control at master level parameters, some of the control want to control at the org level. So for that, where you need to go? Go to setup and maintenance. Why I'm going detail means because these are the questions which they ask and they're asking how are you going to do in the system? That is the reason for the flash in our minds. I'm going to touch base in the application as well. Now where I have to go? Go to manufacturing and supply. Go to items. All tasks. Here we have a operational attributes. If you open that, there is a control method. Two controls: master control and organization control. So if you go to item, we have a manufacturing, inventory, order management, like that. There are multiple sections are there, operational sections. Each section wise, we have a labels. So that labels we want to control at master level and control level. What is the task name? Manage operational attribute group control. With the help of that, you can control your parameters. Now, next one is there is a scenario where I define the item and I given all the controls, but even though it is not coming when I'm doing the transactions into the either inventory side, miscellaneous receipt, account alias receipt, and what could be the reason? So what could be the reasons? Reasons are there. Let me open Excel. So reasons are first, your item is transactable or not. Transactable or not. This is a parameter. So in the item master, we have a parameter that will decide whether item should be a transactable or not. This is the first check you can do. And second check is whether the item is associated with your organization, guys. Okay. Now third one, whether the item is associated or linked with category, and category is being mapped with your functional area. So that is what is the functional area for inventory? We have inventory function. So this is one possible, and then and job role, data access, and one guy was asking employee access as well. This is also correct. If you don't have employee access, you cannot do any transaction in the system. Okay, so these are the various possible reasons because of that it is not coming that item into inventory management area, like doing the miscellaneous receipt or miscellaneous receipt or miscellaneous if you are account alias receipt or account alias issue. And one more option is like item the for the inventory or the configuration is missing for sub-inventories. And these are 7 variations or 7 reasons why system is unable to show your item in the miscellaneous receipt. Okay. Where I need to add one person as an emergency. Emergency approver or ad hoc approver all are same. So how system will be giving the provision to add that? Because once you define your rules, approval rules for any document, if you take either PR, PO, supplier, whatever, the system will pull what the rules based on that amount. System will pull the approvers. Let's say we have a cost center manager. Okay, and we have a some other based on the amount system has been pulled few more manager. So for one of the PR, if they wanted to create, first it has to go to the U of the company. Then it has to go to some others. So this one can be added through ad hoc approval. So when that particular option will come, before submitting the PR, once you click on manage approvals, based on the BPM setup, system will allow the requester to add the ad hoc approval either above, below, parallel, lot more options we have. Let me show quickly in the system and then we'll switch back to the next question. So where should I go? I have to go to where I can go? Procurement. Where I can go, Mr. Purchase acquisitions. So if you are creating the PR, are you able to hear my voice? Hello.
I'm able to hear your voice. Yes.
Okay. So I'm just doing the withdraw and edit it. I'm showing that option where we have ad hoc approval option. So it won't reflect like an ad hoc approver kind of label, but we are going to get the option like this button. So where you can go, click on manage approvals. here guys. So if we select this particular branch, here we have a plus button. This plus button will be helpful to add your ad hoc approver before hitting the submit button. So here we have options above participant, below participant means here something, this is the rule will be created. And if you want to add your ad hoc approver below this participant, you can choose this one. Start of the stage, end of the stage. These are all self-explanatory. So I wanted to add above or I want to add below. And let me select below. So you just choose which user you wanted to add it. Very simple and very what is say very powerful option. Click on OK. See, it will come and then hit the submit button. Now that is the way to bring your ad hoc approval. And what next we have? And last question we have, right? I have a scenario where I define. So the first one already we covered in the previous recorded session. That is what I'm not touching in detail of that first question. Now this is the question which they ask for SQM, Supplier Qualification Management. Uh, Most of the people heard about SQM. Under SQM, what is the purpose of basic purpose of SQM? So to before recruiting the suppliers, the company wanted to justify the suppliers. Your company wanted to justify their I mean there are a lot of parameters like financial thing, security thing, whether it is ISO company. So like that there are multiple parameters the big companies will check. Similar like for example, if you wanted to join into any company, how they are making the interviews for same way the suppliers wanted to recruit, wanted to place you into the company. The company have set of questions. Company have set of qualification areas. So once the suppliers are eligible all these areas, then only they're going to start the business with the suppliers. Okay. But what we need to do is, so what is SQM basically? We have a set of questions and set of questions are global. It is independent of any BU level. Okay. And you can make branch also guys. For example, let's say your company is ISO. Your company is whether registered or not. Is the company is registered company or not? We have a yes option, no option. If we choose yes option, system will ask, is your company is ISO company? If you choose no option, system will ask, so can you provide me the PIN number? So like that, you can make a branching of the questions. Okay. So all this comes under QA questions and then qualification areas. Qualification areas. And then grouping of qualification areas, anything but supplier model. And finally, the supplier model, we're going to map to rule set. And then this rule set will drive your SQM, supplier qualification management module. Okay. Now go to the eighth question. I have a scenario where I define the QA and supplier model. Wanted to use this one for all my 4 BUs. And for other BU, I wanted to use the separate SQM. So for that, so only we have a business scenario where we are using that. So I have a QAs, like there are 3 to 4 QAs we have. QA, one is company general information. This is one, and financial section. and we have IT section. We have a compliance. Okay, so each qualification area having set of questions, maybe 10, maybe branch questions like that. We can make n number of questions based on requirement. Now, once you define only once, then using the procurement access, when you are creating the QA, we have a procurement access, procurement BU access. There, I can give so one BU, let's say the procurement BU access. So this one I'll give to Tom is the qualification area owner. This one I'll give to someone financial section. I'll give to maybe Jack, Mark, and Philip something. Okay, so if we have a 4 BUs, so first BU, this is first BU, and like this, Control C, Control V, Control V, Control. So here you can define who are there your qualification owners, means approvers. Okay, so term 1, term 2, 3, 3 like that. Like this, only one time setup is needed, and this will be evolve or expand or progress. Sorry, you have to use the same concept for rest of the BUs. That is the qualification area of the procurement BU access. And finally, everything we can make into the supplier model. So let me show quickly how it will be. Sorry. Good supply qualification. Okay, sorry. And here if you see qualification model means 4 BUs, I can make 4 qualification models by using same qualification areas. Qualification model, and here if we go here, there is qualification areas. You can bring 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, whatever you define here. So like that, you can make 4 qualification areas. And finally, these qualification areas we need to map to a rule set. Put a rule set, and here we have which procurement BU you want, and here you have a add condition. Not here. Okay, 1 second. Let me give some dummy name. Let me give something. I can give something here. Oh, okay. You can make multiple, not a problem. Activate first. Because I meant to say what there is a configuration is missing. That is the reason we can't find much here. And here we have here it will come in promotion. It's always displayed. Let me be here. Add qualification areas. It will come like that. We have a option to come directly qualification model here. Promotion. Here also it is coming here. You can show quickly here. Where procurement be. So this is simple, but since I don't have anything, that is the reason it is not showing. Always dip this slide. It will come, man. It's not coming because the configurations are missing. But at a high level, what I'm trying to say here is we need to have questions, qualification areas, qualification model, and then toolset. With the help of this core setup, you can configure your SPM. So once it is done, where it will impact is the external links as well as internal links. And also it will come into here as well. Supplier when you are registering supplier. So how to generate external link here is go to procurement last 2 minutes. So we're going to stop. Procurement function, configure procurement BU. And let's say you can take anything. And here if you see, there are two links that links directly they can send to suppliers. One is prospect to supplier link and spend authorized link. So once you share this link to the suppliers, then they will enter the data and it will come back. So here where it will come is once you click on that link, here somewhere it will come. So once you configure properly, before seventh time stop, system will show what is the qualification areas. Okay, so that way we can embed your questions and you can ask we can expect the responses from the supplier. After that, somebody will evaluate and finally, hey, this supplier is eligible for our business. So like that, they will choose it and converting into prospect to spend authorized. And yeah, these are the questions which they ask, and people are very impressed. Like so one of my student Raju has cracked the interview, and like that, anybody like whenever any persons are facing any difficulties, you want any kind of help from the YouTube. So my Marscloud will provide certain things to the people so that they will boost and they will try to crack the interviews. So with that, I'm going to stop. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.